Hello, everyone. My name is Daniel Motles. I'm a PM for Qumulo, and today we're going to be talking about how to set up a Qumulo cluster on AWS using Terraform as a provisioning tool. This assumes that you have a basic understanding of CLIs, that you have Terraform installed, that you have your credentials set up for AWS. So we're just going to get right into it. So first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and create a directory for our little project. So I'm just going to call it sample Qumulo cluster. Go into that directory, and then I'm going to make a file, a Terraform configuration file. First thing I'm going to do here is just define my AWS provider settings. So I'm going to make sure the region is set to the region I want to deploy into. And then to make things really easy, we're just going to go ahead and copy the sample code out of our README for the Terraform module into our template here. So go ahead, copy that in. All right. So a couple problems here. First one is this omni ID is likely incorrect, especially if you're not deploying to US West 2. We're going to be doing to US West 1. So let's figure out how to get an omni real quick. I'm just going to go ahead and click the Marketplace link that's on our README, and it basically just drops us into the search results for everything on the AWS Marketplace called Qumulo. I'm going to pick this 5 terabyte high performance cost effective storage option, just because I like to be cost effective. Go ahead and click subscribe. Normally you would be accepting a EULA here and accepting a contract. That's already been done for this account, so I'm just going to go ahead and click continue to configuration. Select fulfillment option. We're going to do an Amazon machine image. We're going to pick the latest version, and we're going to pick the region we're deploying to, which is at this time US West Northern California. That is US West 1. And normally you could actually go ahead and click continue to launch here and get an instance launched with this omni. But I want to launch 4 instances, and I want to use Terraform to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and steal this omni ID from over here and put it into my Terraform configuration. We'll get rid of that junk one over there. Cluster name, you can make it whatever you want. I'm just going to leave it as Qumulo. Instance type, that's fine. Node count, you could go up if you wanted to. 4 is the minimum. Key pair. So to get the key pair, you're going to go ahead and create one in the EC2 console. So I'm just going to go ahead and type EC2 into the services list. Bring up the EC2 dashboard. Down here under network and security, there is a key pair section. So I'm going to go ahead and go to that. And we have a key pair that I've already created called dmodels. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that into our template here. Subnet ID, so that's the VPC subnet ID you're going to want to get. You're going to want to get. So we're going to go to VPC to get to the VPC dashboard. Right here to the top, we have subnets, and every region has default subnets and VPCs created by Amazon for you. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab a subnet here that is an Amazon default one. Go ahead and put that in here. And then security group, we're going to go ahead and grab that from here. And I've already created one also. I called it Qumulo Cluster SG. You can call it whatever you want. The main thing is that I can SSH from anywhere. I can also get to HTTP from anywhere. And another thing that's very important that you might forget is that everything in the security group needs to be able to talk to each other, like on pretty much every protocol. So I would just make it so everything, this ID is the same as you can see, it's a self-referential inbound rule. I just want to make sure that all traffic within that security group can reach, everything in that security group can talk to each other on every protocol, every port. So go ahead and steal that ID. Put it in here. Get rid of that one. Tags, these are just going to be added to my instance so that maybe other people in my organization know what these instances are for. So I'll just put my name in there. Department IT, sure, why not? And then we're done. So let's test this out. So first thing we always do is run Terraform init. Make sure that we download our modules and we get the plugins for the provider pulled in. And then next thing we're going to do is run Terraform apply. You could obviously do a plan and apply if you wanted to, but just because for time here, I'm just going to go straight to an apply. And it looks like it's going to create 4 nodes. There's the 4th one up there. So I'm just going to go to the bottom here, say, yes, I want to perform these actions. It's going to go create it. So everything's been created, ready to go. First thing I'm going to do is let's check out our instances now in the EC2 dashboard. So we're going to go back to EC2, go to instances here. You can see we now have 4 instances created. I'm going to grab the IP of my primary, my first node, and go to it in my browser. Remember, I did open port 80 and 443 for this node up. You might notice this node might not be ready. So as you can see, the setup's still coming up for the node. That means that the cluster is still forming. So we're just going to go ahead and wait for a little bit. And it's done. I just hit refresh and we have a login screen, which means that the cluster has been fully formed. So let me go ahead and log in as admin, and the password is going to be the instance ID of your first node. And there we have a Qumulo cluster. You can go ahead and open other ports on your security group for the file sharing protocols so that you're able to actually use the file system. But I am going to go ahead and just destroy this to show you how fast it is to destroy. Just going to run Terraform destroy. And it wants to delete all the nodes. That's fine. And it's done. So if we go to our instances, we could see that now there are none. And that's it for the tutorial. Thanks for watching, everyone. My name again is Daniel Motles. If you have questions about this, you can send me an email, dmotles@qumulo.com, or message me on Slack if you're a Qumulo customer. I'll see you guys again in the future for another video. Thanks.